All right, then let's begin. So could you tell me your full name, please?
Okay, my full name is Min So-oh, and my English name is Paul, so you can call me Paul.
Okay, perfect. And are you working or are you a student?
I am working at Gangwon province right now as a vet, and I think that it's very fun to work as a vet because you can see a lot of cute animals there.
Nice. And what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
In my free time, I tend to work out and try to go to the gym every day. And I think that it makes me relieve my stress that I get from my work or etc. Yeah.
Yes. And now we're going to talk about text messages. So how often do you send text messages?
Well, I don't like text messages personally, but it's essential for like modern people these days. So I think I send text messages like about every 10 minutes. Yeah. I think I do it very often. Yeah.
Okay. And is sending messages popular in your country?
I think so. Yeah, I think everyone's crazy about sending messages in Korea because, these days, like young people prefer sending messages rather than calling or like speaking in person. So I think that it's kind of popular in Korea. Yeah.
And did you send more text messages when you were younger?
Yeah, as a child, I didn't prefer talking to the phone because I thought that the volume was too loud for me. So I preferred the text messages back then. But now I'm thinking I'm getting used to calling people. Yeah.
Yes. And do you usually reply to messages as soon as you receive them?
I try to because I think that for me it's kind of a manner to respond when you can. And if you don't get the reply very quickly, I would think that there is something going on, or maybe like this person doesn't like me personally. So I try to give a reply as soon as I can.
Okay, lovely. Now let's talk about memory. So are you good at memorizing things?
Well, as a vet, I have to be because I have to remember every patient's names or their symptoms. But I think I'm not very good at that compared to other people. So I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yes. And have you ever forgotten something very important?
Well, when I was in college, I forgot that there was a test the next day, and so I just like turned off my every alarm and like woke up very late and found out that everyone in the class was looking for me and trying to call my phone, and that I think that was the most like biggest event that I got by forgetting something. Yeah.
Okay. And what do you need to remember in your daily life?
There are like numerous things that I have to remember, but I think that the important things are my schedule, and sometimes I think that it's important to remember like calling to your family. I think, yeah.
Nice one. And yes, how do you remember important things?
Well, I think that it's different for every person, but for me, I tend to write my own schedule planners before I do something the next day. I try to memorize it before I wake up. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, that'll do us for part 1 of the test. So now we'll go to part 2. I'll give you your question. Here we are. All right, so there's your question now, and you got a pencil there. So you can do some note taking here. I'll give you 1 minute to take your notes.
Okay.
All right, so you can begin now, Paul. All right, mate, that's 1 minute now. All right. Okay, so I will time you until 2 minutes, so I'll stop you at 2 minutes. All right.
All right.
So yeah, could you describe a difficult thing you did and succeeded?
I think that there are like many things that were difficult for me, but I think the biggest thing that I did in my life was trying to go to the college, and it was difficult because I've tried the national test for going to the college for 3 years, and it was just like a fight against myself because there was no one to compare with or compete with. I just had to win myself, and I think it was the hardest thing. And I think I couldn't have done it without the help from the people around me. For example, like my father took me to the academy every morning, and my mother took care of my conditions and like my meals and my diet. And I think that it was very critical for me to go to the college, and I think I couldn't have done it without them. And well, after I got to college, I was like very excited and very happy that I could go to college to the specific like degree that I wanted to go, and I think that was one of the biggest happiest memory in my life. Yeah, and that's all.
So okay, we're at 146 there now. Okay,
okay,
so
okay.
that's cool. Nice. Okay, so getting into college was one of the happiest memories. Yes. And do you enjoy challenges in your life?
Well, I think it's very exhausting for me to take a challenge, but I don't like try to flee against it because it's like a fight or flight response, and I prefer fighting rather than like fleeing from it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right, let's go on to part 3 now. Let's keep it going. Okay. So, should people set goals for themselves?
Goals. I think it's a must for everyone. I think everybody has to set goals and keep pushing themselves to a certain limit. I think that you don't have to be very hard on yourself, but I think that you have to get this minimal push or the goal that makes you keep motivating. And I think it's essential for a human being to do that.
Yes. And why do some people not set any goals for themselves?
I think that it's because it's hard for them to make a living every day because they are so difficult living day-to-day lives. So they don't set the goals for the future. So they just don't simply think about the future because they are so hard to live.
And why do you think people are facing these difficulties these days?
Well, I think that, I'm not very sure, so I can't tell about other countries, but I think that in Korea, we are getting this inflations or this economic decrease in our growth in economical value. So everybody's getting a hard time these days.
Yes. And how would you define success?
Well, there are many means to value success, but I think the main thing is the physical thing. That I think that happiness, that one get from a success is the main thing. I'm not very I'm a person who likes money, but I think that economical value of success isn't 100% that you can define success.
Yes, yes. And do you think, can successful people sometimes feel lonely?
Yeah, I think so. I think that not all people who succeeded feel lonely, but I think that some people do because they get a gap from people around them when they make a great success, and other people might feel the gap between them and don't hang out with them and make them feel lonely. Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And what kinds of success can students achieve at school?
Well, the one thing that comes to my mind is getting a good grade in school. It's the most basic thing that you can get from a school. And you get this repetition and respect from everyone around you if you get a good score in school as a student. And I think that's the one of the things that you can get success from school.
Yes. And do you think parents should reward their children if they achieve high grades at school?
Of course. As a human being, you have to feel that you are rewarded from a success. And if you get it, you can get your goals by yourself and motivate yourself through the goal, because you are sure that if you succeed, you'll get a reward. I think that you have to practice it when you were young.
Yes. Are there any negative sides to this, to children always receiving rewards?
Well, they can get too competitive and cheat on other people and cheat on the test. And I think that might be the side effect from trying to pushing your children to get their success. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That'll do us. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So now let's start with the feedback part. Yeah. So I think your speaking is good for 7.0. I think it was very clear. Your pronunciation is clear the whole way and pretty fluent as well. Minor hesitation, but that's everybody, you know.
Nice.
I'd say a few small grammar errors, mainly with prepositions and articles that I can point out to you that maybe we can tighten up. Yeah. A little bit of that and some word choice, right? As well, when you're doing the part one part of the test, your answers were pretty clear most of the time, but sometimes you could have given a little bit more detail. For example, when I asked you, how often do you send text messages? You said, I don't like to text much, but maybe every 10 minutes. Maybe just give it a little bit more detail. Every 10 minutes I message my friends or my coworkers or my family. Just maybe slight more detail there if you can. Yeah. But really, really clear part 1, 2, and 3. If we talk a little bit let's talk about prepositions, right? So did you say at Gangwon province, did you say your vet is there?
Yeah.
So for
in Gangwon province, right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, any place like in Seoul, in Gangwon province, in Korea. So in for places, for cities or countries. One thing as well, you said one time calling to your family. So with the verb call, we don't have any preposition there at all. So when I call my family, call my friends, there's a few there that I would usually write down. Ask, call, tell, and contact. These 4 verbs don't usually require a preposition. So ask my mother, tell my mother, call my mother, contact my mother, right? So those 4 are good. Where are we going now? That was all good. A little bit of thing about verb choice as well. When you were saying like go to the college, I think you wanted to say get into.
Yeah.
Get into, right? Yeah. So you did the entrance exam a few times to get into university, right? And I wouldn't say the college there. I would just say college, right? So the correct version would be to get into college. Get into college. So yeah, you used a few phrasal verbs during your speaking. It was nice and clear. Yeah, get into college. One time when you said like a hard time, you said getting a hard time. I'd probably use the phrasal verb there, go through. Yeah, so like I was going through a hard time, or people are going through a hard time these days because of that. One more preposition there as well. Talking to the phone should be talking on the phone. Yeah. So like when I was a kid, I didn't like talking on the phone. Yeah, talking on the phone. So yeah, as you can see, these are all pretty minor errors, right? One sentence as well, I'll just point out, it makes me relieve my stress, right? Makes me is more like forces me, right? So I think a better sentence there would be it helps me, right? I would probably say there, it helps me relieve my stress. It helps me relax. Yeah. So I think in this situation, it helps me plus verb. Yeah. And it makes me plus adjective. Yeah, so I would say like it makes me happy, it makes me relaxed, it helps me unwind. Yeah, so I'd probably better for that one. What else have we got? Yeah, just one word choice there was like the word condition, right? When you talked about your part 2 answer, you said your mother helped you take care of your condition. Condition is not usually used with people, more with products, right?
Yeah, and I was like thinking that conditions might like refer to like illness.
Yeah,
so
right.
I think that wasn't a proper word choice, but yeah, I couldn't think of other things at the moment.
But I got your meaning. That was fine. Yeah, like maybe like take care of my health or my took care. You could just say my mother took care of me and supported me. That'd be fine.
Right.
Like this word is often used incorrectly. For example, usually when we use condition, like if I was selling this phone, I would say I'm selling this phone. It's in excellent condition, or the car is in perfect condition. Yeah. The time you would use it is in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
You would say like the patient is in a stable condition. Yeah, right. So yeah, that's all good. But yeah, really good test, really good test. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.